you know, my thing is, I wanted it.
Hang on. Okay, dude, put it in drive.
You're just sitting there.
He's sitting in reverse. Put it in drive.
Is he serious?
He's serious. Fire truck. Just sit.
Now, finally, he's moving.
Sat there forever. Doesn't he know we're filming? Does he know who we are?
I don't think he cares. I mean, wow, dude, this is bad. This is a whole new level of evil right here.
You're gonna need the elbow pad. Wolf Tick Nation, thank you guys for tuning into once again another Wolf Tick Videos episode. To my left, you guys can see the Schwinn World Sport.
That's their right, I think.
Huh? We've got the World Sport Schwinn. Now, somebody in the comments did date this bike, and they said it's a 1986.
I saw someone saying it was an 84, I think, and
it's up in the air.
But they said to look at the. Did you look at the bottom bracket?
12.85.
It's 85. Or well, it could be an 86 if it's 12. 12 would be December.
December of 85, maybe.
Okay.
So let's say this is an 85. Regardless, it's our barn find bike, and we're going to bring it back to life. We're going to put some tires on this thing. Going to put a new saddle on it. We're going to be doing a Mailtime that there's some parts in there for this bike. And we're also going to be doing a little bit of, what else are we putting on this thing? Oh, brakes. Because these things are hard.
Yeah. And they're going to try to see if, I hope you brought all the stuff we need.
Oh, me too. Anyway, so
because we're going to need to free up all these cables and stuff. We'll see if we can get them going.
The cool thing is this is definitely a budget thrown at this bike. This is a budget build. I mean, this bike was a barn find. It was given to us, right?
It's not a build. This isn't a build. It's a restoration.
Restoration. But we've got brakes. We've got the tires. We've got the saddle. But we're fixing to show you guys all that thing. All the goodies that we have for this bike. I can't wait to see it. We're going to put it back in its former glory. All right? Maybe minus a few things, but we'll probably end up getting
I think on this one, since you're mainly, I mean, obviously only going to ride this on the road, should we just keep the reflectors on?
Yeah, I want to keep it, though I don't want to take those off.
No, I want to keep it more, even this, like, when's the last time you see a metal of that sort bracket for reflector?
Yeah, you don't see stuff like this. So this is just a super cool classic bike. Definitely a rare barn find, and it is just smooth, man. It's very cool. So we'll do a couple things to it. We'll talk about it. And we'll put some new tires on this thing. And you guys can be excited about looking at these tires. They're pretty damn
cool.
Tires,
brake pad, saddle. And then see if we can free it up a little bit.
And all the colors are going to blend beautifully. All right? Plus Mailtime. All right? So please hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Turn those notifications on. Let's get to restoring this bike.
1985 or 86?
We'll call it an 85. All right. So we're in the paint shop, and we're going to talk about some of the upgrades, or some of the restoration parts that we have for this bike. This is one I'm really excited about. Those brake pads are absolutely trashed on that thing. They're like pieces of little cement. And we found these, Wolfman found these. These are like $9.99. The ones that are on there, the original ones are black, but I really like how it has like a stainless steel keeper on there, or a little metal keeper, and the pads are gray. So we're going to be replacing the pads today. You can find all this stuff in the full links in the description below. These are like $9.99 for a set of 4. So we've got front and back brakes. So weird to not talk about disc brakes, but rim brakes. So we'll be installing those. Hopefully it's not too big of a job. And you never dealt with padded brakes, rim brakes in a minute. Next thing we got here is going to be the 27 by 1 1/4 inch tires. I have never messed with a tire like this. They're Simeiqi brand. They're, let's see, anti-slip, durable, and portable. Oh, these are portable tires, Dad. All right, we got bicycle tires made in China. The gum wall, not quite gum wall. It's a little darker brown than I thought, but just wait to see the accent that we've got with these things. And they're super thin. I'm looking forward to installing these because you guys all know whenever you get new tires, it's just a complete game changer, and this bike definitely needs some tires. So we got that. The cool thing with those tires is it came with a set of tubes and tire levers. And how much were the tires?
They're either like $40, $45, somewhere in that range. But you know they're gonna go up and down.
Probably go up. But check out the affiliate links if you guys are working on a little Resto Mod. Now, our boy, old Chuck U, sent us this, I mean, probably a year and a half ago. And I was talking about putting on the gravel bike. I was talking about putting on these other bikes. And then this bike came along. And I told Chuck U, and he says, man, that would be beautiful. Let's see. This is a gusty letter. brand. Look at this saddle. Is that sweet or what? All leather. It smells so good. This is just a beautiful saddle. It's going to go perfect with those tires. And if you guys stick around for the mail time, there's even something else in there that's really going to accent this bike. But that's just going to be freaking classic. Bring this thing back to life, man. So Chuck, thank you for the saddle. So that's going to be the stuff we're going to be installing, guys. Let's go take a look at the bike and talk about some things on it. All right, so here's the bike. We just got done talking about it. These tires are absolutely gone, but I'll tell you what, this rear tube back here is actually a good tube, so we might just reuse this guy, and I'm guessing it's probably...
Did you just say we're going to reuse a tube that's in there?
No, we'll put new tubes, but this bike's 40 years old.
40?
40 years old. It's crazy, man. You know, one thing that we didn't do was like a shift test and stuff like that. That's something that we didn't really mess with. Right now the brakes are kind of, no, they're freed up on the rear end. The hub still sounds great. And again, if you guys watch initial impressions on the Barn Find bike, oh, you guys hear how rough that was? If you guys watch initial impressions on this, it came from a guy in Little Rock that had literally ridden it like one time, put it in his garage and called it a day. And you can definitely see that. I mean, there's very, very minimal scuffs or anything on this
the little
bike.
scuffs and stuff look like more storage stuff than it does right. And there's nothing on there I see from riding tore up, you know, but there's a few storage scuffs.
Let's look at the shifting here. What I love is being able to hit this shifter, and we talked about this, and maybe bikes still do it, you know, with the more modern technology that we have. You want the quick shifters, right? Well, for mountain biking, I'm not too familiar with road bikes, but the cool thing is this is like a completely adjustable tension style of shifter. If it's clicking too much, like that clicking too much.
Like friction?
Friction shifter. You just kick it back a little bit. Look at that Shimano go back there.
I can't believe that's a 40-year-old bike is shifting like that.
That's crazy, dude. And then the front derailleur, making a little bit of noise. We don't like it. We just tune it in and we're good to go. And you're never supposed to go completely offset. We're on the largest cog up there and on the largest cog up front. You're never supposed to go completely offset. All right, but this is freaking awesome. Here are the brakes. They're just crunchy on the sidewalls on those old gum wall tires. But let's go ahead and...
They're not on the rim?
Huh?
They're not on the rim?
No, they're hitting the tires. Like those things are swelled and just tore up. Let's take this brake pad off. Let's take a look at it. Okay. Now these are going to be Diacomp brake pads, and we're going to save these. We can't throw those away. They look very similar to the ones that we just got, but these things...
Yeah, we're going to save the tire. We're going to save everything off this just in case we decide to put it all back. I mean, 40 years.
40 years, and definitely what we're going to do is I'm going to use the hardware. If it's the same thread, I'm going to use the hardware that this bike came with to install instead of using the new nut. I just think it'd be kind of cool to keep it. But we can see here, this one's going to be a little bit longer. Hopefully that doesn't really mess with the contact it makes on the rim. But
well,
this guy here...
You can adjust the brakes usually.
Oh, can you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we'll have to do that. This guy here is just like a piece of really hard
I forget you don't have
leather.
any experience with rim brakes.
No, I really don't. Let's get the camera over here. I'm going to show you guys. Well, I guess we'll just install these. Like, that's going to be nice. Like, you don't have to take the wheel off and do the 6 bolts or have to worry about hydraulic. The other really positive, or hydraulic fluid, or brake fluid, the other real big positive of this bike is the cables are in such good shape. The housing's in such good shape. It's been inside its whole life. There's like no rust on this bike. It's really something. All right, so as you guys can see here, we're pretty crunchy on the side wall. That's just crazy, but it's actually, like I said, that tube's keeping pressure in there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna change out this brake pad real quick, and then I'm gonna use the old hardware like I was stating earlier. I just think it'd be kind of neat to keep it. It's kind of hard to get to. This reminds me when I was like a little bitty kid, man. Working on, I think that's the last time I've ever worked on brake pads. But I remember getting sandpaper and rubbing down brake pads back in the day to soften them up a little bit when I was a little kid.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's a hack.
That's a hack.
That's a pro hack right there.
Yeah. Was it a pro hack when you loosened your front tire and all that stuff and it came off when you were riding?
Yeah, that's a pro hack too. Make sure you guys always tighten your front wheels. All right, now we'll change this guy out. And I'm wondering if everything's going to stay lined up. But we do have, I mean, a few adjustments. Got this adjustment up here, which I don't know what you call that guy. We've got the adjustment up and down on this. We got a bunch of different stuff on here. But when I squeezed that brake, that pad was making contact, which is good.
It's funny how much people get a kick of you not knowing much about the way this bike works and all that stuff, the names to things and everything. And it's funny because I don't think people realize you basically just got into riding bikes when we started our channel. I mean, you rode bikes as a kid, obviously.
Before that.
Well, you did, but you didn't. I mean, you rode a bike like any other person. Like you were a kid that had a bike and you grabbed it. You try to work on it, but you'd grab it and ride it and stuff. You weren't like, we've never pretended to be some experts. I had a lot more experience, obviously, but this whole time we've had this channel has been learning as we go and getting into this hobby.
Yeah, and I think that's the cool thing is people from back in the day, you know, there's been people that have just been watching us for so long, but all the OGs, the original gangsters that have been watching us, I know a lot of them even admit that they've learned so much off of our channel and they've stuck with it for so long. And it's just really cool to see the growth. And now look at all the different stuff we're working on.
Well, I think what happens though, I think people's perception when they're kind of new to the channel is that we're going to be some self-proclaimed experts at something. Here's the problem. 90% of YouTubers proclaim to be experts, but probably only 10% are. You know, so it's like, you know, we've never tried to pretend that we were experts in something. Now, I will say this, I will put the Pepsi challenge against anybody that says they've tested more forks. I can't see somebody having tested more forks. That's a YouTuber. I'm not talking about someone that works for a company or something. But I mean, man, we've probably tested 100 and something forks.
Oh, for sure. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to adjust this guy here. I want to tighten this, make a little more contact because there is a pretty good amount of give right now. Well, there's a lot of reach, I should say, or a lot of throw on there before I actually make contact with the pad, with the brake. Yeah, that guy's not making contact, so screw this out a little bit, tighten her up, and we are going to adjust this. Okay, that's pretty close. And I want to have a good firm grip on the brakes, but I don't want to have to smash them all the way down in order to brake. So let's see if this works here. I don't want any rubbage either. Okay, we're not rubbing. That's much better. Oh yeah, she's coming around. The wheels are nice and true too.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised when you spun it. I guess it would have no reason not to be though.
Get this done real quick, and what I might do is not worry about adjusting. This one here seems a little bit tighter. I might not really worry about adjusting it yet until we take that wheel off because this one's a lot more snug.
Yeah, I would say what you should do is when you take them brake pads off, go ahead and change that wheel out first. Change the tire out.
Change the tire out? Want to take them off?
Then
do it? That's
and
good.
then do it, yeah.
All right, we're going to get this tire changed out. Just a classic looking tire. And honestly, Wolfman tried to find the same Schwinn tire, didn't you?
Yeah, I tried.
Because we wanted to keep it like the exact same. You guys can see that really cool lettering on there. Look how just cracked up these are. That's a fire truck backing up, by the way.
Yeah, that was my goal, but I didn't go crazy. I want it to be like on Amazon or something. I didn't go deep diving into individual websites and all that.
Now, if you guys don't have this tool from Cush Core, make sure you get one. Check out the links in the description below. This makes it so much easier. We've done so many jobs with this, with like tubeless and just tires that wire anything. This thing has not broke yet.
I can't believe how durable it's been.
It's crazy durable.
But at the same time, trying to tear those tires up too much.
I'm gonna make sure I don't mess the rim tape up. That's one thing that these tires didn't come with, I don't think.
Just, you gotta remember when you say we're gonna put something in affiliate links, you just gotta remind me or something.
God, stuff's just shipping.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping to.
God.
I was hoping to be able to put that back on if needed, but I don't know.
No. I don't think there's a...
Bummer.
Okay, maybe that's better. Oh, dude.
It's pretty toasted.
Toasted. These things are definitely toasted.
I mean, they are 40 years old.
40-year-old tire. The rim tape looks good. That rim tape still has the white powder on it.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. It's still pliable. Good. Wow. We're going to clean this off real quick. Let me grab a rag. Wow. Yeah, we got to keep the reflectors on here. Keep it classy.
Yeah, I think we keep the on this one. This is not a. This is going to be for the road anyway, so I think the reflectors are key.
What scares me is the amount of pressure we're going to have to put in it. Don't you have to put a pretty high amount of pressure?
Not these tires. I think these tires are 50.
50?
I think so.
Okay.
Which is not very much for this kind of bike.
I know. I've seen some, when I was looking at tires too, I've seen some that were 90.
Yeah,
like 90
like
PSI.
80,
Imagine
90.
having a blowout with 90 PSI. Okay, we're just about done. Now is going to be the time for that tire lever. They make tire slick for for tires, like for bikes.
Tire slick?
You know, they have that. They called it snot back at like the tire shop.
To go on easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could, yeah.
There she is. Now, before we put those brakes back on, let's blow this guy up and let's see if we can get it to set.
Just go easy. Go easy.
Okay, that's 40.
Okay, yeah, we really need a bike pump.
Damn.
We have a great one.
That's 50.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I see the line on the outside of the rim. Everything's nice and lined up. Dude. I'll just kind of give it a little bit of pulse. Honestly, it could go more because it still feels a little bit soft, which you wouldn't think. That's pretty hard. But you can see the line going all the way around, so I think she's set good. Hell yeah, man. That is beautiful.
Over here trying to let John Huss know I got that Blood Incantation CD in to listen to and all that. You just poop all over it. Poop all over it.
John Huss can wait.
No.
We got a saddle to put on. All right, guys, I fast forwarded. I showed you guys some B-roll of the rear tire. Everything went great on that. She's looking good. And now we're going to replace this saddle. I'm just going to take this seat post tube out. Oh, not the longest of seat post tubes. That thing's pretty short. A 26.6. This is the original saddle too. A Sanatomic saddle from Schwinn. This thing's even in great shape.
It is.
I wonder what this is for. I wonder if they gave you an option to maybe put like a little luggage carrier or something on there. It's got little snaps on the back.
Well, I always had different, pouches and stuff on the back of my seats.
I remember that. Mm-hmm. You had a Diamondback that had pouches on them.
Yeah. I loved my Diamondback. That was my favorite bikes I ever owned. I put some miles on that puppy. I used it for commuting and everything. And it was a mountain bike, but I used it for everything.
Am I going to have to... So, I unscrewed that bolt, and the post comes out, which we're going to have to save this. But this is what's... Do I have to pull all that apart to... use the rails?
Well, you gotta look at the other saddle.
It's got rails on it. So I guess I have to pull all of that apart. Okay. Okay. We're gonna hold it like that.
Luckily you have video of it, how it goes.
Make sure you keep an eye on that.
I'm watching it.
I've
got the cardboard blocking the grate, so.
Oh, this new saddle. This new saddle. Okay. I'm gonna fist it. Like this.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna fist it. I gotta fist my.
Yeah, no, I don't think you would. Yeah. Don't think that's a good choice of words.
This is. riveting content here.
Part down here.
This thing goes on this side. Hell yeah. Okay, we're in the saddle business now. Okay. Put this guy back on, and we can't tighten that. You guys see this? Oh, buddy. Oh my gosh, it makes the bike.
Wow.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it's coming together.
That is sweet. Let me get this thing level for you. Dude, that is sick. Oh, wait till you guys check out the Mailtime and see what we got to put on here to accent it even better. Look at that.
It does look good.
Damn, that's a good looking bike. Woo! New brakes, new tires, new saddle.
New tubes.
New tubes. That saddle is sweet, Chuck U. All right, guys. Well, I think that's a finished product for right now.
Yeah, we will come back with it one more time before we ride it.
Yep. All right. What do you say we get to some mail time?
Yeah.
Time for everybody's favorite segment. A little bit of mail time. Let's do this. All right, this is first.
Yeah, we got a few things this time, huh?
Some stuff came in
Seems
today.
like we're missing something.
A week ago. All right, this one here does not have any notage, I don't think. Let's see what we've got
No
here.
notage.
Whoa, what is that tool? Hold that. Is that like a valve stem remover? I'll show you guys this stuff. Don't worry. We got a bunch of goodies here. WTV adult film bike. Is that little Jamie Daniels? Adult film bike?
Please.
Well, you know, he used to go by that back in the day. Is this from you? All right, he's a
No,
film
he never
star.
went by that. You went by that.
All right, let me see this real quick. Check this stuff out. This is a bunch of goodies here. Maybe on our, maybe on the Ridge Pro. Maybe that's what we're talking about here.
Or on the Patron bike. Who knows?
Okay, so this, I do not know what this is. Bicycle absorber bushing install tool for rear suspension bearings. Removal insulation, bike shop. Oh, that's cool. So this is used to push and pull bearings out, I'm guessing? This is like a bearing press. You know how we had those problems with the shocks like on the Patron when me and Sloth Squatch were trying to figure out?
Oh, jeez.
Dude, is this for that? I wonder if that person, whoever sent this, was watching that episode and was like, hey, this is what you need. Because we were using screwdrivers and hammers. I've never seen this before. Let us know how in the world you use that and who sent this. That's pretty cool. Now it looks like we've got a very cool stem Schrader Presta tool here. That is cool. Look at that. So we've got a whole bunch of different doodads on there to unscrew the valve stem. We've got the little valve remover tool. That's such a cool little tool. That's going to be really helpful. And then we've got these. This might be intended for the Ridge Pro, and I'm excited if so. We've got some tubeless valve stems. Yeah. I'm just hoping that little rubber there is going to be big enough to seal up that hole in those rims, but we'll have to take another look at that. That is cool. These are Presta. Hell yeah. Whoever sent these, thank you. This stuff we need, that we use. All right, next piece of mail. Let's see what it is. Now this here, I don't know who this is from, but this feels like a pair of socks. Touch that.
But it has a little bit of weight, though.
Does it feel like heavy socks?
I mean, is there such thing as heavy socks?
Yeah, there's weighted socks.
Really?
I don't know. Oh my gosh. Chuck U, baby. This is from Chuck U. And it's not a wallet. Oh my God, Chuck. This is going to have to be a separate episode. It comes with needles and thread.
Oh, wow.
Holy crap. So, Chuck U sent us the saddle that you guys got to see being installed on that bike. We talked about that. And he gave us some leather wraps a while back that go with that saddle.
Careful.
And
They'll take great, too.
I told old Chuck U, I said, man, I want to use those leather wraps. He goes, well, I'm going to send you something that's way more, I guess, era involved. Look at this. We got dark leather. We've got light leather. These are going to be wraps. Holy crap. Dude, that is, I can sew. It comes with some needles there. It comes with a bunch of really thick thread. Almost looks like hemp thread. Wow, that is so cool. This is going to be involved bar wrapping. This is what we're going to use for the bar wrap. That is crazy looking.
I don't care what this bike was originally. It's going to end up like a showpiece.
Oh, this will be a showpiece, especially with those. Like
Yeah,
that's going to be involved, but that will be a really cool episode, just trying to figure that out. That's going to be like a whole day.
Yeah, I just hope you get it right from the get so you don't mess anything up.
I'm going to save that for a rainy day. Dude, Chuck, thank you for sending that. You said he was going to send some bar wrap.
You know, in a few episodes.
Oof, man, that is crazy.
LeBron photo.
Not.com.
Yeah.
LeBron, he was so excited when we did the clipless episode. He's like, see, I told you you're going to love clipless. And really, I didn't mind it. I didn't hate it.
You didn't hate it, but you definitely felt awkward, but you didn't hate it.
Very awkward, but he was so excited about it, he wanted to send some more stuff to do with that. Jeremiah, here are the pedals I mentioned. Lewis L. LeBron photo.
Not.com.
Not.com. So let's take a look at these things. He said something about the design is better, be more comfortable for me. He just got done installing some on his bike. Oh, those are cool, LeBron. Look at that, guys. So now I get the support of a flat pedal, but also to be clipped in. That is cool, man. It comes with the hardware. Check that out.
Oh, wow.
I have never seen something like that because I had talked about the frustration, not really frustration, it's just until you get used to it, having to find that little area to clip your foot into. But surprisingly, I actually felt like it was very solid.
So
that right there.
One side's got the pins.
Okay.
And then this side's got the clips.
That's
the
cool. So one side's got the pins or the cleats, the other side is clipless. So if I don't, that is neat. I've never seen something like that before. LeBron, thank you so much for that. This is going to have to be an episode all in itself. Like, if you want to ride with the option of flats, you can do that right there on that back side.
Well, and the shoes you have, you could just flip it and go on the flats.
Yeah, because the thing I do like about these shoes, well, the San Digos that we tried, what I do like about them is the clips. I thought that they stuck out from underneath the shoe and you would like walk on them, but they're hidden up inside there whenever you clip in. So that's pretty cool. So if I can't find the spot on my shoe quick enough, I could just use the flat side. You know, flip the pedal and use the flat side.
Or if you're going to go over if you're going to go on and off road.
Yeah, that's
when you're on road, you can clip. When you're off road, you don't want to clip.
That's a good point too. LeBron, thank you so much. He talked about using these on the our gravel bike, our Mongoose gravel bike.
I think he likes that Mongoose gravel bike.
Oh, he loves that one.
He flew on that thing.
Yeah, he did. LeBron, thanks for the mail. That's awesome, man.
I don't know how much of a surprise this one is if they just watched this episode.
Oh, those are cool, man. Those are cool.
Those are a lot nicer than I thought they were going to
look. Here's our reaction to them. I'll talk about them on camera too, but we've got tubes it comes with, tire levers it comes with, and the tires. That is really cool. I can't wait to get some new rubber on this bike. All right, guys. Well, appreciate you watching. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
Just look for the affiliate links
check
or
out the
whatever.
affiliate links for most of this stuff.
Yeah,
this tool here to tool repair suspension bushing removal installation tool for shocks. That is super cool. Who sent that? That's really neat, man. All right, guys. We'll catch you on the next episode.
Yeah.